It's been a while since I've been posting videos. Happy New Year to everybody who's been supporting me from the day I started. Without your support, I wouldn't be doing these videos. Today, I want to talk about what's normal about me. I'm going to talk about what's going on in my community, what's going on with the government, and of course, the mainstream media. And of course, I always encourage you to post your comments at the bottom. And I say this again to those who criticize me. Thank you for watching me on YouTube. Isn't that simple? However, during this time, I'm going to go ahead and say it. President Obama, you're disappointing me. No, you're not going to say, President Obama, you're disappointing me. I can't believe I said that, you know. I really didn't want to say that. However, I don't think President Obama is mostly at fault. The reason why I think President Obama is disappointing me is the fact that he's not taking the appropriate means to get the Democratic Party to work with him. He cannot control the anger that's coming from the Tea Party protesters, and he's allowing the conservative media to kick him when he's down. Recently, we just had this terrorist plot foiled because a young man from Nigeria tried to blow up his underwear with a bomb. Those people have foiled the plot, and thank God they're still alive to this day. However, the Republicans seized on the opportunity to use terrorism as their trump card, when they were just opposing just about everything from Sonia Sotomayor, healthcare reform, women's rights, the closing of the Guantanamo Bay prison, and to anything President Obama puts down, they're going to oppose it. The stimulus package, tort reform, the TARP plan. I mean, this is some of the things that I've heard from Republicans that shows you that most of the conservatives who've been complaining have no clear ideas. They're living in the 20th century trying to promote Ronald Reagan strategies. Sure, they may have worked in the 1980s, but come on, people. This has been over 30 years. Time to move forward in our lives. I understand that Republicans are disappointed with President Obama because he made a lot of promises. Like the unemployment wouldn't go over 8%. The little reconciliation between the Congress will be broadcast on C-SPAN. President Obama said that there will be more transparency. President Obama would try to at least work with Republicans. He tried. Oh, yeah, he did try. He tried to talk to John Boehner. He tried to talk to Mitch McConnell. He even went to lunch with these guys. And yet, no. And of course, those Tea Party protesters. The outrage is building up, and they're going to protest everything President Obama does. Now, they're saying that this is a nonpartisan thing, but who goes around with these tags calling them a socialist, a Marxist, a communist, a elitist, not a natural-born citizen? You know, that's the fringe of the conservative movement right there. That is the problem right there. Millions of Americans are out of jobs. Unemployment's over 10%. People are starting to get crazier by the day. And it's being fed by the liberal media and the conservative media. And they're throwing their barking dogs from talk radio to television programs to encourage people to scream, yell, post comments at the bottom of YouTube, and blame people like me who have an honest opinion about issues. The reason why I haven't been posting videos on YouTube is because of people like you, the critics. You know, I realize that there are people out there who are more intelligent on issues. I seem to be pretty fairly minded on most of the issues that's facing Americans. Although I don't have all the knowledge, I know enough to get by. But there are those who criticize me and call me uninformed, call me ignorant, and call me all the things out of the book. Instead, you know, I had to respond back by calling them the same, and we get into this huge spat over who's right and who's wrong. The left-right, that's the debate. However, I'm just realized that you can't really deal with people who do not agree with you because they're going to always disagree with you. I'm not going to convince them, and I'm not going to try. I'm not going to go into this debate over who has responsibility of issues. This is the fault of everyone. Not just me, not just you, not just Congress, not just the president. It's everybody's fault. You got to realize the power of YouTube has expanded. There's thousands and thousands of people out there who post videos talking about issues, and common sense is the first thing that comes to their minds. And I certainly have enough common sense to know what's going on in America. And whether you agree with my opinion or not, I mean, I'm here to post my videos and I'm here to make a difference to those who agree with me and even those who don't agree with me. I want to say this again, you know, the Democrats are really having trouble trying to get the 60 votes, and now they're going to lose 2 senators. They're going to lose Senator Christopher Dodd of Connecticut, Senator Byron Dorgan of North Dakota, and in the House, Representative Parker Griffith. He decided to switch parties and become a Republican in fear because his district is becoming more Republican, and he feared that if he was going to take on a race against a Republican, he was going to lose. And many other conservative Democrats are fearing. Senator Blanche of Arkansas, Senator Ben Nelson, who doesn't even have an election this year, he's going to have a tough challenge when his time is up. And you got millions of other people who are so fed up with both the Republicans and the Democrats, they decided to go third party. Now, I was going to post a video earlier about what happened up there in New York with the race between Didi Skosafova, Doug Kaufman, and Bill Owens. The conservative media got involved and tried to promote Doug Kaufman. And Bill Owens was backed by President Obama, Vice President Biden, and the Democratic Party. Bill Owens squeaked the victory against Doug Kaufman, and Doug Kaufman wants to re-challenge him again in this coming election. Republicans are gathering up enough people to go against the moderate Democrats and the moderate Republicans. The Tea Party protests are growing and they're becoming more aggressive. So as I continue through 2010 posting videos about what's going on in my community, the government, and of course the mainstream media, I will keep you informed. I will tell you what it is, and you know, I'm going to tell it like it is. So to those who are watching, thank you once again. Peace out.